lunchtime, and the Brooklyn Cafe is open for business. Live from Studio A in the heart of Delray Gallery, Dawn and Freddie S. and their team are ready to serve up a huge portion of fun for lunch with friends and neighbors. So let's break open that lunch pail and unwrap that sandwich you brought and take a front row seat in the Brooklyn Cafe and get ready to enjoy some humor and hot topics. It's time to get a healthy serving of hope and happiness to help your day go by with a smile. Your hosts, Dawn and Freddie S., are ready to talk about food, health, dating, or just plain dream making. If you have a story to share, a movie review, restaurant critique, or just a coincidental thing that happened to you, call in toll free at 888-565-1470 right now. Sit back and enjoy your lunch break at the Brooklyn Cafe. Here are your hosts, Dawn and Freddie S.
And welcome to the Brooklyn Cafe. I'm a mess here, but welcome to all our friends in South Florida, LA, San Francisco, New York, Chicago. You can't be late and be on the set, as they say, but you know what? Sometimes things happen. Listen, caring is sharing, so if you're watching today's show, share it out. Let people know you're here. Make some noise. It is raining here in Florida. It is not snowing. I understand there's 5 feet of snow going on up in New York City. You know what? You can have it. Not looking for it, don't want it, don't love it, don't need it. If you want to come down to Florida, come on down to the Brooklyn Cafe. We are at the Heart of Delray Art Gallery. As you can tell, I'm just stalling for time because I'm trying to get my life together here.
I gotta say, I'm pretty impressed. You can multitask.
Yeah, that's called sliding from your pants. But
I
anyway.
am impressed, Freddie. You can put on your headset, sit down, start the show, do your welcome, and keep chit-chatting, and we roll. Impressive.
Impressive. Instead of you jumping in and talking, help me out.
I wouldn't want to interrupt you. Happy Wednesday to you too, my friend.
Happy Wednesday. We had a meeting this morning. We have new things coming out, a new piece to the show.
We've got a lot of things happening.
A lot of
We've
changes.
been here since early this morning, but what a great day. And we did some new things with Danielle Boujon. She's got a new commercial starting, hopefully tomorrow, once you find it.
I found it.
We're going to send it over to Joe.
I just have to fix it to Joe. Yeah.
Going to send it over and send it to the radio station. Today is a wonderful Wednesday, and it is a pre-Valentine's Day Wednesday.
Yes. And do you know that Danielle is so busy?
I know.
She can't take anybody else for Valentine's Day, for the photography. So we're going to have an after Valentine's sale.
Okay.
She doesn't know yet. So I told her, you're so busy, can you work on Friday, Saturday, and Sunday? She says, yeah.
She's so busy. She squeezed us in. She said if we don't like him, she can come back tomorrow because we've got some things going on with our coffee cart.
Yes, we're going to have our photos we're taking today. It's kind of fun doing that. And we have a huge coffee cart coming in. The radio station wants the pictures as well. All sorts of changes are coming. But we'll fill you in on that as we get along. What I want to bring up is March 23rd.
March 23rd.
I finally got from my crack staff here the link to join the BB&T, join us at the BB&T Center for any organization that's looking to raise money and awareness. I finally got the tag today. I've been asking for 2 weeks. They sent me the link.
Well,
so if you text me, I'll send it to you.
asking the right person or the right question.
You had it.
Well, you didn't ask for it.
You didn't ask for it.
You never said, please send me the link.
So all my 200,000 friends that say, how do I get a link? Now I will send you the link to them.
Easy peasy.
Easy peasy.
And you know, we've got the Center for, I have to get it, the Hope Center for Autism is working with us at the event, and we've got them joining us.
Yes, and I'm glad that you sent the memo because I knew they were coming.
Did you know?
Not.
What, the Hope Center?
Not.
It was in my post.
Not.
I know you didn't know.
Your post. Your post. Is that the only way I get information is your post? Yeah.
Pretty much we've got.
What is is it the Hope Center?
The Hope Center for Autism.
The Hope Center for Autism.
What does the Hope Center for Autism do?
We've got Nicole and Katerina here with us, and they're still in, I think, well, they're a little nervous.
Why?
Oh, once we get started, I'll be okay.
She's good to
go. Let's do this.
They don't look nervous.
They're good.
They had tequila.
And you know how I meet you, Nicole, on Facebook?
I think, yeah.
I
think that was how we met, yeah.
You know, because I told you, I actually go through every single friend request, which is why it takes me a long time to go through them, because some are, not perfect for me to be friends with, and others are like really, really great connections. And you were a really, really great connection.
Well, thank you.
And I called Nicole, and it was like instantly she sent it, and I looked it up. And my passion is always about kids with special needs. I used to teach an autism class at Easter Seals in downtown Miami. So that was my first teaching escapade ever when I was an intern, actually, at University of Miami, getting my master's. And it always goes back to the kids. What are you looking for? Always goes back to the kids. So here we are, and I know James has worked with children and autism, and we've got David with us talking about energy and relationships and pre-Valentine's Day, and it always comes back to energy. And we always say kids with autism are just on a different level, and if we can only think like they do,
we'll be better off.
Instead of the other way around. We don't want them to think like us. We should truly actually try and think like they do, because where they operate from is just a higher plane.
Amen.
And you've got a marketing background, and I don't know Katerina's story.
I'm a speech language clinician at the Hope Center.
Oh, you're at the school.
I don't have any children that attend, but I'm a clinician that works there.
It's funny. I always wanted to be a speech and language pathologist.
I'm going to need you to get a little closer to the mic.
Okay.
I always wanted to be a speech and language pathologist, and my
a what?
Speech and language pathologist. A what? And you know what happened? I was in high school, and my guidance counselor said, "No, you should get a degree in communications." And being the due diligent child that I was, I said, okay. And I went to University of Miami, and I got my degree in communication psychology. And then I went, I really want to go get my degree in speech and language pathology. And they said, okay, you can start all over again.
Yeah,
and I went,
that's the thing.
No, I don't think I want to do that again. So I was able to get my master's in special ed. So it kind of encompassed everything I wanted, except the science of the palate and the speech and language side. So, which is why I talk a little fast. And a lot of coffee.
Well, and we're from New York. I mean, that's...
So we need to keep going.
That settles it.
And that just settles it.
Anybody in New York should be a speech language.
Should not be you.
Amen.
You see who's in the house?
Who is in the house?
That's Ashley's grandma.
Ah, welcome, Grandma.
How are you?
We are a family-friendly show.
Have a
See,
seat
we just
right
keep
there.
rolling.
Yes.
All right, then.
We've got Felice Meekin with us, and let's talk to the ladies about what the Hope Center for Autism is. You're a small school,
Yes.
but quite powerful.
We're an extremely powerful school, but we're very small. Right now we have about 43 students. We currently have over 40 children on the wait list that are wanting to come. So we've been working with grants and fundraising and things like that to try to build a bigger facility that meets their needs, and we want to adapt to them and the need in our community.
And you're based in your school's in Stewart, correct?
Yes, Martin County. So we have
You
the
guys
bulk
came
of our
from Stewart?
Yes.
She actually
Yes.
came from Naples.
I came from
Stewart. I worked this morning. I went to work this
You
morning.
drove in from Stewart, and you came from Naples?
Well, I was over in Naples looking at some fundraising things that we're getting ready to do. I was bought into the Hope Center as the new fundraiser coordinator for them. So marketing and fundraising is now what I do for them. But I also have a child that attends the center. So that's kind of why they bought me on, I guess, because of the passion that I have to keep him safe and to keep him in a good environment where he can learn these things that he needs to know.
And your son is 3, correct?
That is correct.
And that's pretty young to even know, right, to have this label and this diagnosis and already be in a school. So how old was he when you started realizing that he had some unique qualities?
When he was born, he went into the NICU, and I already had an older son, so I was already well aware of what a typical child would do during those times. He would look off into space. There was never any connection, no bonding. It was very difficult for me. I ended up struggling with postpartum depression, more primarily postpartum bipolar, and because I wasn't bonding with my child. And it was very difficult. So we went through a lot in that time frame. And at first I was like, is it really autism? Like, I mean, they kept telling me it's possible, it's possible. And, you know, I guess all of us parents, like, we don't want to put a label on our kid. You know, we want what's best for them. We always do. And it's like, but there's that fine line. You got to do something when you know something's wrong. And I knew something was wrong, and he was really struggling because he couldn't speak.
And how long has he been at the school?
He's been there since September. When he turned 3, he was allowed to start. But we started on the waiting list a year before because we knew that once he turned 3, then maybe we'd have the opportunity to put him immediately in.
And what ages is the school from?
Right now we range from pre-K to 4th grade, but we're hoping to expand on that. We work a lot with the community on transitioning, so we have grant committees, we have transition committees, so we even welcome our young adults that are affected by autism to come in, learn how to learn those social skills that come easy for us, and teach them how to acclimate into society. Learn those things that just come naturally. Those idioms and those things in life that you just have to know. They have to learn it a different way. So we start at pre-K, and it starts with us, but the goal ultimately is to be able to set every single adult child that is affected with autism and give them a chance in the community to function like regular adults.
Now, I have a flip side to this because parents have to get educated, right? I mean,
Yes.
you're faced with decisions. You have to make up your mind as to what's the best course of action, but then you need to be educated as well as to, I mean, we're not born knowing.
True.
You know, when I had Freddie, I didn't even know how to change a pamper. I put it on his head. How do I know?
You didn't buy the manual?
It didn't come with a
Is that
manual.
parenting manual?
I called my mother and I said, Mom, I got a problem. She says, you don't know how to change a pamper? I says, no. I mean, why would I? Right? I mean, I was 24, 23, whatever. I had a kid, and he was about that big. And so as parents, you go into this whole situation, and before he gets there, you sort of have to prepare yourself, right? And there's some real tough decisions that you're going to have to look at and say, you know, I'm not thinking for me, I got to think for him. And that becomes a challenge if you think about it.
Right. What's best for the family, right? Because it's just as important as what's good for mom and dad as it is for the kid, because if you're dealing with postpartum and you're dealing with all the other things going on with not bonding with your child, right, it's affecting everything. And we talked to David, right, it's about the energy of relationships. And you're a psychologist as well?
No.
You just want to do a show on psychology?
Speech therapy. No, psychology is what I wanted to do. I said I love my personality.
Okay.
I want to be on the radio, but I want to help people. So what can I do? And
I figured you could be trained in both. So
yeah, well, here I am. Speech language pathology happened to be the course that I ended up taking, and so I get the best of both worlds. I get to do, I get to work on socialization and being social and meeting new people, but then I also get the science part of it, and it's really good because when you say, like, I go for communications, I mean, we get to do communications, we get to do science, we get to be social. I mean, it encompasses so much.
Speech pathologist? Is that
Speech language pathology.
Okay,
yeah.
And you help people speak English?
That's what everybody thinks. You're like, oh, so you help people with lisps. I mean,
not lisps. I'm just talking about English.
It's funny because there's plenty
That's who. So you have a problem saying that
You
word.
can say SLPs if you want.
SLB.
SLPs,
SLP.
speech language
pathologists.
pathologists. But you can go.
Give a
you
New
can
Yorker
go
that word. You know what I'm saying? So you can help people even, help people communicate, right?
But if somebody wants to change from a different dialect, if you feel like your dialect is not assimilated into the standard American English, then you can go and get services for that if you want that.
She sized me up in 3 minutes here. I'm not even in the...
If you want to.
Is that my accent?
I love
my
the
accent
way
that bad?
It's not disordered. It's very different, and I love it. So it's great.
You hear that? You hear what she said?
Whether you're from the Bronx?
I'm going to go get a cup of coffee. I'm a little embarrassed here.
You got to go walk the dog.
You don't realize, right? You talk about socialization skills. It's not just reading, and it's not just phonetics or speech and language and positioning your tongue and the way you put your mouth right. It's about the socialization, and that's so much of what the kids need. But everybody needs.
It's funny because when I asked Dawn to do the show with me 4 years ago,
I told you I had nothing to say.
She had nothing to say, but the reason I did it because she spoke English. I speak it to the English, you know what I'm saying? In those days, I really had a bad accent, so I said, they're not going to understand me. Being on the radio, you have to be able to speak clearly.
But I think what speech and language pathologists do, and the reason I loved it, if you think about history, right? My brother and sister both went to Easter Seal as young children, and I spent many days and many afternoons there with them in therapy. And I thought it was so fascinating. Easter Seal is a developmental school, and they help with so many things. I actually taught at Easter Seal in Miami.
That's a real thing?
Easter Seal is phenomenal, yeah.
Is it?
We used it.
I used to see it on the letter or in the mail.
We used it for 2 years with Grayson.
They've got great early intervention.
They do.
And I used to teach in Miami there. But I remember...
You used to teach at Easter Seal?
In my downtown Miami, I had an autism class.
And today we learned something else about the famous Dawn.
I think that's why her and I clicked right away. She was talking about her experience with it, and I was like, that is so cool, because Easter Seals, my son, that was like what got us started with the interventions, the early interventions.
Did you know that about her? Because a lot of I seem to be finding out late. Now, yeah. Ashley, did you know that she was an Easter Seal teacher? No?
Downtown Miami.
You and me are the only ones in this room that don't.
I'm actually very proud of that.
I think
it's
early
fantastic.
intervention is really important for these kids. And the earlier you can intervene and get them services and get the family, as you mentioned, support services, the better off everybody is and how everybody functions, right, as a unit in a family. What I'm so impressed about your school, though, is you only have 40 some odd kids in there, but a really, really powerful staff, administration, and moms and dads that are supporting the school.
If they hold 80, they would do 80.
I mean, but I think the option's endless. If we had a choice in our vision, it's a vision, and we don't want to stop at just elementary. We want to grow, and we want to service as many kids as possible. 1 in 21 kids is affected by autism in Florida itself.
And this is in Stewart.
This is currently, we're based in Stewart.
Where's the school at?
In Stewart.
Okay.
Right off
You live in Stewart?
Indian Street. I actually live in Okeechobee, Florida.
I live in Stewart.
You live in
They're
Stewart?
complicating it for you.
Yeah, I drive about.
Is that like the North Bronx? I don't know.
I drive about an hour to get to work.
How long did it take you to get down here?
From Stewart, it took an hour.
Which isn't too bad, actually.
No.
You ain't doing it, of course not.
It's not bad with the radio on.
With the radio on, they can listen to us.
It's not bad.
But we've been pretty blessed. I mean, Palm Beach County has been stepping up and getting into our campaign with us, because we do have a couple of families that do come from Palm Beach County to our school. We are a very special little gem. I mean, it's like a little hidden gem. I found them, and I was like, thank God. Because my son loves this one right here. Like, I'm not even kidding you. He, like, made a video for her one day, randomly. And just absolutely loves it. The school, the teachers, the staff, everybody there cares. You walk in the door and you know it. Like, the kids are sitting in their chairs, they're ready to learn. It's not like that at a lot of the other schools that we went and visited. But that doesn't mean that they don't have those moments. But I mean, every time I went to the Hope Center, it was organized, it was clean, everybody was happy to be there. I mean, the teachers and staff are always happy, they're always smiling, they're always doing whatever they can to redirect in a positive way.
And this is in Florida, right?
This is in Florida. And I honestly don't know how they haven't gotten any bigger.
How long has it been around?
You want to be bigger?
Since 2002. It's
Do you want to be bigger?
Of course. I mean, that's what our biggest mission is
Don't say of course. There are schools that say 40 is the right number.
Oh, absolutely not. I think
so.
We
Maybe
would take
having a
as
school
many,
there and here and Miami. Maybe having 12 schools.
I think it's definitely possible to expand.
Would you
to
handle
that.
12 schools?
Well, no, not me by myself.
No.
What I mean.
You know, but I think right now our biggest goal is we have property in Jensen Beach. The new school was supposed to be built this past summer, and then we were going to do portables, but just the funding with grants and fundraising, it just wasn't enough to do it. And so the problem is we're just outgrowing the little space that we have.
I could see that.
And we're just outgrowing it. And it's just crazy that with the need, you know, that it's just so prevalent that there's no reason why we can't expand.
There's a huge autism community. I don't want to say the name that I worked with when I was down in Miami.
Right.
Huge, one of the biggest in the country. And they were building schools and all that. And they sent me on a job. I was working for Granite Transformation School. I was working for a company in West Palm, and they had developed a foam floor, because one of the problems is that people have
Sensory.
Yeah.
and they have attacks, seizures. Thank you. John Travolta's son had just died in the tub.
Yes.
Remember, he had the seizure and died.
Yeah.
So they sent me out to put foam on the floor and on the tables and all this, and it was I think it was in West Palm. I don't remember where it was. It was a huge school. But I don't know if they ever got it open because of funding, and the funding changed, and then the laws changed, and then the laws changed again. So by the time you catch up to one, they change it again to two.
And you're a private school, right? Or you
We're a public charter.
Okay.
So we are supported by the Martin County School District, but we also have to come up with our own means of writing grants and.
You're a grant writer too?
Well, I'm a part of the grant committee. We have different committees across the school, so I'm a part of the grant committee, And our job is just to find grants that can work for us. Currently, we have a grant in the works to almost build like a resource center for children with autism, for adults affected by autism, and their parents, just to come. This is a place that we have. It's got plenty of resources. Please come check it out. Learn. That way, like, we can help you help yourself.
How much are we raising? How much are we looking to raise?
We have it's a decent sized number, but it's nothing scary. I mean, I went over and saw the museum yesterday, and I talked to a wonderful lady over there who's been giving me some tips. They had to raise $25 million. We're not even close to what they had to raise, and they were able to do it. And that's for a museum. We're working with children that really need this. So, but there's more to the story. The issue is that charter schools don't get financed to expand. They just don't. Now, there was a House bill that was signed, and they bought in $363 billion. Don't quote me. That might, there might be a little bit of an off amount there, but it was a pretty substantial number that was bought into the state of Florida for that kind of expansion. We didn't meet the criteria because we didn't have the minimum student count. So it was a little unfair how that worked out, but it is what it is. They have rules they have to have.
What's the minimum student count?
I believe it was 50. I'd have to clarify that, but I believe it was
very
about
close. If we had room, we'd have 50.
Yeah. And we can't, with this type of a school, you can't shove kids in, so you have to just kind of deal with whatever gets handed to you.
So what if we were to take like an awning and put it in the parking lot, right, and then put fans and everything else?
I mean, you joke about that, but we have talked about, if we could just put another portable, we could because we know there's such a dire need, and if there's people that are waiting that are just willing to do anything they can to get their child to come to us.
Can you just put another portable, or there's too much red tape?
Well, I think where we're renting, it's just not possible. It's not feasible with the setup.
It's a logistic
we need another place. Does it count if you have 2 locations? I put 50 kids in here.
Well, I think
I'm going to teach again.
You do not want 50 children in this small spot.
No.
Honey, I've been coaching for 21 years. Trust you me, 50 is nothing.
You don't have 50 kids in here.
I've only been coaching for 2 years, and I know I would never do it.
No, you are on your own.
Didn't we have a gentleman that came in here with his mom? That kid that he was very
Yes.
Wasn't he autistic?
Milo Gilad, yes.
He was. This guy. Do you know Milo?
No.
Oh, you gotta meet this kid.
Does he play the saxophone?
He could play anything he wants. This guy was brilliant, but this kid's gonna be president one day. That's how good this kid is.
I can believe it.
It was unbelievable. Mathematics was his specialty, wasn't it? Genius.
So much so that he was not born with the name Milo, and the only thing he could associate with was the movie with Milo in it, with the movie about cats, I think. And his sister used to call him Milo, and the only thing he would answer to is when he was 2 or 3 was Milo. So much so that his parents went and officially changed his name. Oh my God! That he changed his name.
Well,
his parents had to. He wasn't of legal age. He was like 3 years old when they changed his name to Milo. And he's a senior in high school now, and he talked for TED Talks at North Broward.
Yes.
Phenomenal young man, right?
Yeah. I mean, this is some of the connections.
Truly amazing.
But raising money is a specialty that
it is.
It's called asking.
How can people
we need money.
find you and reach out and help you guys?
Well, we have a website. I just launched a new website. We're still kind of making some adjustments to it, but it is hopecenterforautism.org. They can call the school. They can reach out to me personally. I'm on Facebook under Nicole Mayer. We'll go anywhere, talk to anybody, do whatever. I have absolutely no shame in asking people for money when it comes to these kids. Like, seeing what they go through every day, it is nothing for me to say. Like, even though I live paycheck to paycheck, I tell myself it doesn't matter. I'll give them $10, $20, whatever I can afford every week.
Is there a phone number to call in?
Yes.
You know what I want to do? Remember Jerry Lewis used to have the marathon? Telethon? Used to call him. I think I'm going to staple this to my ear. You think I'm kidding? The biggest secret of raising money is asking.
You know what? And they're going to be part of our event at the BB&T Center.
Oh, we're going to have a ball there.
So they're going to be part of that. Bring the kids down. Nicole is very much supportive of the sports in South Florida. It's kind of far for Stuart, but when she told me about football, I said, hey, you got to hear about BB&T and the Panthers.
Are you a Miami Dolphins fan?
You know it.
Yeah,
to the core. Probably not the best decision I ever made in life.
No, it's the worst decision you've made.
Oh, don't be a hater.
I'm from New York. I just hate the game.
Yeah, but you're on our turf, so.
That's right.
I mean,
I hear that every day.
But I gotta love my team, you know. I mean,
that's right.
I started Miami Dolphins faithful, so I am all about my boyfriend started it. I help him with it, but yeah, he started Miami Dolphins faithful to kind of bring in the positive fans, and now we're all about our sports.
That's
I mean,
right.
we go to when we have season passes now, finally, thanks to one of the guys that we know up there. But we have some connections, and it's fun. We like it.
Very cool.
All right, our goal is to get more funding for the Hope Center for Autism. You can contact them. We have the information on our website. Chef Z, yes, there's no phone number on here. Oh, yeah, it's very small. It's because you guys are a lot younger than we are. 772-334-3288. It is hopecenterforautism.org. Stay tuned. We're going to take a quick commercial break. Come back. We're going to talk with David about energy and his new book, Go With The Glow. We've got Felice with us, and you heard a lot of chit-chatting in the back. James and Felice are having a lovely conversation. Stay tuned. Give us a call, 888-994-4995, and we will be right back.
All right.
If a tree falls in the woods and no one is around to hear it, does it make a sound? Have you ever felt that your voice goes unheard? And you think that you can make a difference if only someone would just listen? It's time for women in business to have a place to step into your power, a platform to embrace your hopes, dreams, and your visions, a voice to heal and restore. Your voice can make a difference. We have the platform to share your story and let your voice be heard. Be kind to yourself. Give yourself the chance to be heard and shine bright. Contact New Dawn Media by texting CAFE to 80800. That's CAFE to 80800.
Cruise Planners, an American Express travel representative, has a tremendous reputation for quality, service, and very competitive pricing for all of your travel needs. As a Cruise Planners travel advisor, Paul Vadiano will help you discover exciting adventures around the world, from cruises to land tours and completely packaged vacations. Paul specializes in all types of travel and will create an unforgettable vacation, wedding, or event just for you. Find Paul at www.cruiseoptics.com, on Facebook, or by phone at 561-232-2626. We make your travel dreams come true. At Carmen Care Advanced Laser Therapy, our professional team specializes in finding the best alternative laser therapy treatments for your painful conditions. Do you suffer with chronic pain, a post-traumatic injury, or simply looking for the benefits of cell rejuvenation to the skin? Schedule a consultation today to understand how photobiomodulation can help reduce your symptoms, reduce or even eliminate pain. Give us a call today, 561-405-9577. We focus on treating you who has a disease, not a disease that defines who you are. Contact Carmen Care Laser Therapy today, 561-405-9577 or CarmenCareLaser.com.
Thank you for watching the Brooklyn Cafe, where every day is a new adventure. If you'd like to join Dawn and Freddie S. at the...
And we're back.
We're back on a wonderful Wednesday at the Brooklyn Cafe TV. Phew, I see spots Sometimes these lights are like right in my eyes. Just rolling and going.
I just moved.
I know, it's much better now, but I'm still seeing spots. You know that kid's book, The Leopard, right, with the different colored spots? And I always think in books. Speaking of books, we've got David with us. We got David Price Francis, and so funny, right? Last week we're meeting with Felice, and we were just talking about this whole energy and shifting of jobs and what people are looking for, and all of a sudden this man appears at our table, and I looked up, and there you were, right? We talked about energy and everything you said about spiritual happiness and finding your passion and walking in happiness, and you said, oh, here's my new book. Now, she didn't know we knew you, right? And she's thinking, how did you even recognize us from the back? And we said, it must have been Freddie's hat for sure.
It is correct.
Right?
Yes,
and here you come up with this book, and she looked at us, and we went, yeah, it's kind of what happens, right? When the universe just aligns everything. And there is a reason, right, why you guys are here, and why David's here, and what Felice and James. And here are your books are amazing, and we talked about energy and relationships. It's Valentine's Day tomorrow.
Yes, it is. Yes, it is.
And I started, I'm off mic. I started reading this one over the weekend, and I thought, wow.
How is it?
It kind of sounds like we've all got issues.
We do all have issues.
And I'm thinking, I'm glad Freddie's not reading this. He's going to say, just what's the bottom line of shape-shifting and valuing ourselves, and you just got to love yourself, I think, ultimately, is what it is.
I would never say what's the bottom. I say we do have issues. That's why people write books.
Right?
Let's jump in straight to the idea that it's not logical, it's psychological.
True that.
See, logic, the word logos is for the universe, and when we actually use logic, we're working with universal law and the way things actually are. But when we introduce our particular personal bias, we produce psycho. So I made a t-shirt once, not logical, but psychological.
Logical, true.
Right. Because the psycho part is personalized and individualized to every single person. And so psychology is way more complex than, say, zoology. Because zoology, you go, there's a koala bear, there's a crocodile, there's an alligator. I recognize the differences. People all turn up with 2 arms, 2 legs, and a head, 2 genders. But you can be dealing with a crocodile, a koala bear, a spider. You don't know what.
Where are you from, Australia?
Kind of, but not England. But I
mean, you're doing dialects.
You're doing all sorts of Crocodile Dundee stuff here.
You could be dealing with what's it good, flamingos, pelicans.
No, but I'm just saying
alligators.
all the things that you're talking about. And I mean, do you stay home? I mean, how do you get this information? Because
I work with clients, so I've worked with thousands of people.
Right. So you've analyzed what goes on with people.
So what I came to realize was, and this is what caused the book Go with the Glow, is that there are thousands of people, but when I boiled down the problems that they all had, there were 9 fundamental, what I called syndromes, which were the same. So I thought, why not write a book about the 9 basics that everybody seems to be running into trouble with? The first one is called fragmentation, or the fragmented syndrome, because people's minds get fragmented and so they don't remember even what they're doing and why they're doing it. Second one is, the biggest one I get these days, it's called overwhelm. So it's the overwhelmed syndrome. And that's where people literally get overwhelmed by the pressure, the energetic pressure of what they're dealing with. Great example in the financial collapse in New York. I was working in New York at the time with clients. And you met someone on the Monday, and they had a nice energy pressure. You can actually see, and I learned to see energy fields and what's around people. So someone had a nice energy pressure on Monday, and the same person came back a week later, and it's like they've imploded, and their psychology is not the same because they've been overwhelmed by they just lost half their pension. So it made a huge impact. It's not physical, it's not material, but that mental, emotional energy was real. And when it gets inside the brain, it causes a kind of paralysis. It's the deer in the headlights syndrome.
Because you don't know what to do first, right?
Exactly.
And I think about as parents, right? And especially of parents with special needs children.
Yeah.
That overwhelmingness of working in 2 income homes and a kid who's maybe not normal, who has more energy, and you're thinking, oh my gosh, and I still have to do grocery shopping and laundry and work and everything I'm doing, and everyone's just sort of, as you said, but then you're fragmented, right? Yes. You're overwhelmed and you're fragmented. So for me, these 9 things, they were like layers.
That's right.
Because we seem to all have a lot of them.
Yes, and the third one is the third syndrome I call delusional.
Yeah, that's you.
It's about not being connected to reality.
That's you.
Delusional.
It's not being connected to reality.
90% of the time.
Yeah, because the reality of our life in the universe is a reality that we need to breathe, we need to eat, we need to live. There's certain fundamentals. But then we have these amazing delusory worries that may not have any reality at all. Yep. A great saying like,
yeah, but that's just
I worry about
being in your head, no? I mean, being inside your head and taking it apart to something that doesn't exist?
Well, delusional worries, we all do it, right?
You're worrying about what would happen if, you know, if I'm driving along that road and something comes in on that side.
Do you?
You know.
Big time.
Oh,
Overthinking.
It's overthinking, right?
About like panic attacks.
That's when
that creates it.
The panic attack is when the energy goes into the solar plexus area. Like
yes.
The brain is the deer in the headlights thing.
Yeah.
The panic attack is when it goes straight into the solar
Well, then,
plexus.
then I have a question for you. What is the logic of doing that? And again, this is no insult to anybody. What is the logic? I mean, I think about myself. I used to have panic attacks.
Yes.
When I was at NYU when I was a student.
Yes.
But then I think about it and I say, well, what good is that going to do? What's going to be the outcome if I just make myself sick over something? If something happens, it happens.
Exactly.
You take my car, take it.
Yeah, but that's your thinking. People, well, I'm telling you, I was having a conversation the other day. My dad, who's been sick, he's back to work. I said, how you doing, Dad? I'm good. I went back to work, but I'm worried. Why are you worried? Well, what if I don't work anymore?
Exactly.
But you're working right now. So is that worrying going to change anything? He says, no. I said, does it make it better? He says, no. But there's people that always have that next worry, right? It's like waiting for that other shoe to drop.
That's right. It's the worrier. Yeah. A great cure for that, a great remedy for that is if you're a habitual worrier, you make yourself worry for half an hour a day.
You mean what?
You make yourself worry for a full concentrated half an hour. So, I'm not worrying now. We're doing that at 9 o'clock tonight. And then at 9 o'clock...
Or you schedule your worry.
You schedule your worries. At 9 o'clock you say, I'm sitting down and I have to worry. After 5 minutes, you tend to run out.
If I were ever to talk to myself that way, I would run out of the building.
Nicole, can you imagine that?
I actually could. I could see that working because there's a book. I can't remember who wrote it, but there was a book that was written that helps you to like overcome anxiety completely and panic attacks completely, and that's like sort of what he suggests. Like you know, when you get a panic attack, freak out, let it come, and just lose your mind while you're in it and say, "Is that the best you've got?" And I'm like, I can't do that. No, I'm not that brave. But I think that would be easier for me doing what you're saying.
Oh, there's pausing and breathing. But
there's a thing that I've learned, and I've met you for the first time. And the problem that I see is that your brain is faster than everybody on here.
You're way too far away. You have to sit right here.
You talk and think fast. There are people that think fast, and then there are people that think even faster. So what begins to happen is that you're thinking so fast, you're trying to catch up to yourself.
Yep.
And what happens is my co-host over here, when I first met her, was just like you. She would be thinking about Monday, and here it is Wednesday. And she was in her head over. So I said to her, okay, you got to stop. You got to stop because we're not going to get anything accomplished. You can't do Monday's work today. You got to do it today. So the problem here really is that you are so intelligent. You are flying way ahead of the game. That whole curve on you is so fast. I mean, I've noticed that with certain of the producers that we have here. Some of them are thinking so fast.
Yes.
That you got to sort of slow them down.
Yes.
You know, those CBD or something, just slow
But
them
it's
down.
like the kids. My son used to stutter, and his kindergarten teacher, because he didn't know his pre-K, didn't know his alphabet, and he wasn't reading, and he would stutter. She told me he was either autistic or he had a learning disability, and I had to have him tested. And the pediatrician said, no, his brain is working faster than his mouth, which is why he can't get his words out as fast as his brain is working.
That's Aaron.
Right? And it's true. And he said, Mom, I knew my alphabet, but I just decided, why was I going to tell anybody?
That's right.
Aaron again. He said, when I was ready to read, I read, right? I opened a book and I read. He said, I just wasn't what I needed to do. So he remembers this conversation, which just makes me think about these kids, right? If we can get to their level, and the energy field in kids that are autistic and on the spectrum, right, their energy is just on a whole nother level.
Mm-hmm. I had a friend who was teaching autistic children in New York, and what she asked the children, what's up? And they were able to explain to her that the speed of the lessons was so slow, it was like hearing nails on a blackboard. So what she started to do was deliberately talk very fast. So when she was talking, she'd talk like this when she was teaching to the children, and she would keep their speed moving, and they relaxed.
That's awesome.
She said they relaxed. They just went. They gentled down, and they found it much easier to comprehend.
I love that word, gentled down.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's really cool.
It's really interesting, right? So she was teaching at their level instead of teaching at the level she wanted them to be at.
That's right. So the school
And that's the key.
the school curriculum goes so slowly.
Right.
that we're teaching how children used to learn 100 years ago, which was the education system. Like when I went to school, they'd ring the bell and you'd have a break. They were teaching, getting us ready for the factory. So our education system is based on commercial education. It's not universal education. We don't get taught ethics. We don't get taught first aid. We don't get taught how to balance a checkbook. The things we need for living don't appear. So it's not surprising that there's like a backing away from what's actually being on offer. It's not very relevant.
Mm-hmm. I have a comment to that, though, because nowadays we are in the technology age, and the Common Core mathematics that my son is doing in the 4th grade right now is very relevant to programming. I'm a programmer. You know, I wouldn't say I'm the best one out there, but I do okay with it, and I've been doing it for a while, and I can tell you that watching his mathematics, the way that they utilize the adding and subtracting of it, it really does actually, it's like a prelude to C+. Even, you know, like when I was learning it in college, that was, you know, how they taught it. It was very interesting. So I think they've just kind of moved with the ages, if you will.
Mm-hmm. Well, I got questions. Yesterday, I did not use calculus. And I learned it all through the University of NYU.
Did you? I never learned
Cal
calculus.
1, 2, 3, and 4.
I did. That was
I didn't even know it was a Cal 4. I didn't use it yesterday. I haven't used it in 56 years. But I'm sure there'll be a day.
But you know what? Everything we talk about is about energy.
Yeah, well, I'll tell you, it took up my energy doing that.
Well, it took up your energy. We've got Jermina here. She brought beautiful flowers. I am so grateful you're here the day before Valentine's Day and you're actually sitting and breathing.
Are you
busy? She came here to sit and breathe is what I think she came here to do.
Are you working through Valentine's Day? You're very busy?
Bless you.
Can we have an after Valentine's sale?
Sure. Sounds good.
I think it'll be great because you're so busy that I don't see how in the world we're going to get everybody in to see you. So I guess afterwards, the day after.
Why not? Blossom Moments Floral. She took a breather. She came in here to take a little bit of a respite breather between delivering flowers.
Oh, we have a second Valentine's. Valentine's is when? Thursday?
Tomorrow.
Tomorrow. Yeah.
Is it tomorrow already?
Yeah.
We're going to have another one Friday. And maybe Saturday. And maybe Sunday. Well, wouldn't that be a...
every day,
wouldn't that be a concept?
Well, you give
flowers.
Every day is Relationships Day.
You give flowers one day a year, which I always found to be so... It's like a birthday. Yeah. Shouldn't every day should be your birthday because you celebrate life every...
Well, it's relationships every day, and I'm glad you brought that up, right? Because it's not just about your partner or your spouse and that intense romantic love relationship, right? Every relationship takes energy, no matter what it is. Even you and me.
Are you depressing me, or are you making...
Well, it's not bad. I mean, every interaction is a relationship. And I even told my daughter that even if it's a boyfriend or not a boyfriend, it's still a relationship, right? What we have here is a relationship.
Wherever there's energy exchange between two people,
right? So it's energy, and I think that sometimes gets loose in the fact that everyone thinks relationship has to be a romantic love relationship.
And I think something really good to look at is the pathology of language. Like, you take any word, we got it last time, any word that ends in ION is an energy word. Because the word ion, if you look it up in the dictionary, it's a positively or negatively charged energy.
Right.
So a late ion is an ionic exchange between two people. I called my book on relationships Partners in Pass Ion, because a passion is where there's an exchange of energy between two people, and we pass ions backwards and forwards.
There you go.
So we then get...
Thank you, Dana.
Thank you. We get positive ions, we get negative ions, we get frustrate ions, we get irritate ions, we get all kinds of different ions, and we are energy-producing beings. So then we put that energy into language, and the words carry the power. So we get the right words and put them with the right power, we get the right effect, which is why we call it spelling. We actually, with our language, we cast a spell, which is why it's called spelling.
It's like I said, where the hell do you get this guy from?
Well, we all went to Hogwarts, but nobody realized his
Hogwarts. I knew it.
Now we have a different take on Valentine's this year. I've been announcing it all week. This is the year when the men take it back. So the women are going to go out and buy the flowers for the men. And in the flowers, there's going to be a card to take women to dinner, buy her shoes, take her to a play, whatever. But it's going to be women are going to be giving the flowers to the men. I didn't see if I get away with this year.
I didn't get the memo.
You get the memo?
No.
But think about the switch.
I'm just thankful that we've got Jermina, and she brings us beautiful flowers every week. So every day is Valentine's Day.
Oh, wait, look at the word flower, because I love the language is such a great thing. It's a flower. That's what I like. That's what a flower is, and what a flower does. Get this. What a flower does is energy flows through the flower. That's why.
You know who he reminds me of?
Who?
That TV show, young
Young Sheldon?
Yes.
Sounds like he and I do this all the time.
I'm very bad with names.
How do we do this? How do I even know what you're thinking? That's even scarier.
Right.
But it's the energy of our relationship, right?
We have slowed you down.
You've slowed me down.
That is amazing that you said that.
Yeah.
Because you were thinking it.
I was.
I know you were the one to put it in my head.
So you were like listening to my thoughts, weren't you?
Yeah, just where you are,
And I'm saying, young Sheldon, where am I going with this? Oh, she did.
Yeah, I was right there.
In a relationship, what you've built over time and it continues to build, I call it a third field. Like Dawn has her energy field, Freddie has his energy field. But together, the more you combine it, you're creating a third, I call it a mutual energy field.
It's like a mutual bond.
It's like a Venn diagram.
It actually grows in
what
intelligence.
I gotta live with.
And the thing with the field, think about a farmer. You plant things in the field, they grow. You plant things in your energy field, what happens? They grow.
That's true.
So over time, they multiply. So when you have a relationship, when two people plant good things in their third field, they grow love trees. They have courtesy, respect, honor. They have good things going on. When two people plant negative stuff in their field, then you get divisive divorces. They're like, I can't be in the same room as that guy.
So you get what you get what you
what you put into it, I guess.
Plant, I guess.
Yeah,
you get what you see. What the hell's the saying?
You get the yield from the field.
You get the yield from the
The
field.
yield from the
Yeah,
field.
I like that.
Yeah. You reap what you sow.
That's the one, right?
That's the biblical one.
This guy is,
Absolutely.
this guy is brilliant.
It's true energetically as well as physically.
So what's the name of the latest book?
It's called Go With The Glow.
And how can you get it?
You go to energyworlds.com, which is my website. So that's energyworlds with an
Here,
S.
try it again.
Thank you, Dana. Thank you, Vanna.
Vanna.
It's also
Vanna.
now.
Thank you, Vanna.
It is on Amazon now, but best place is to go to energyworlds.com because you can also see free videos and learn about other things too. And all 3 books are available on energyworlds.com.
And
There's
if
so many great
if 10 of
books.
you come to buy it, you come here, and we'll make sure he's here to sign it to you. If 10 people come.
This
One
even
different
talks
one.
about
Grabbing myself one. It sounds pretty good.
palm reading and reading your clothes and reading posture and partners in passion is incredible. And I've been reading the Tales of Dr. Wu.
Yes.
The energy, and last time you were on, you talked about what's in your name, right? We talked
That's
about
right.
the
Oh,
letters
that
that
was
make
fun.
up a
That's right,
name.
which
That
is
was
great.
fun.
Nicole, what's your son's name?
His name is Grayson.
Grayson.
So that would be, okay, so you look at the names, what you do is you take the individual letters in the name and then see what else is in there. Well, one thing I'd say immediately is it's to do with the nature of grey. So I'd be looking up the nature of grey. G is to do with new birth. Ray is the name of a king. So it's a newborn, what it actually means is the sun has a newborn king. It's pretty good.
He is really freaking
Hey,
good.
what is-
You guys want to see?
What does Rowan mean? Rowan.
And how's you spelling it?
That's a good question. Is it
R-O-W-A-N.
A-N.
Okay. Well, it's
Rowan.
first thing is it's a tree. So back in the days of the Druids, back in Britain, they would the trees. Their alphabet was based on trees, based on the energy of trees, because every letter in the alphabet has an energy. So the Druid alphabet was based on the letters, the nature of the trees. So the rowan is a particular tree, which is a sturdy mountain tree, and I want to go with the idea of rowan. For example, is someone who is in the now, and the name Ra, which is the sun. So Rowan would be being in the energy of the sun in the present. So
That's
being
interesting.
being
I'm going to
sun
use that.
person.
I'm going to look
Yeah.
educated to my
Yeah.
son. I'm going
Yeah.
to say, you know what his name
Yeah,
is?
now Ra. It's
He
a
needs to be
powerful
doing
name,
this.
that.
That's
He
what he
does
does.
do this.
Wait, you do this? Where do you do this?
Let's go to commercial break. They can have this conversation. Hey, maybe you can come to your school and
That
talk to the
would
kids,
be
right? It would be
interesting.
fascinating
That
to
would
see
be
their take on energy.
That's
And we
true.
don't this
Matt,
come up
you
with
ready to go to
numerology,
commercial break?
and we
Just
do
numerology.
Stay
Okay.
tuned, 888-994-4995.
Yes,
We'll be right back.
That's interesting.
vCard Global is the world's smartest business card that virtually allows a person or business to digitally share all of their information. With a vCard, sharing information is one simple click away. No need to open emails, websites, or social media. Updating information is easy and instant. vCard Global is the ultimate marketing tool, transforming the way we connect, communicate, and collaborate to grow your business. Text JENNG to 80800. Revolutionize your business card. For information, contact Jennifer. Text JENNG to 80800 for your free digital business card today.
At Carmen Care Advanced Laser Therapy, our professional team specializes in finding the best alternative laser therapy treatments for your painful conditions. Do you suffer with chronic pain, a post-traumatic injury, or simply looking for the benefits of cell rejuvenation to the skin? Schedule a consultation today to understand how photobiomodulation can help reduce your symptoms, reduce or even eliminate pain. Give us a call today, 561-405-9577. We focus on treating you who has a disease, not a disease that defines who you are. Contact Carmen Care Laser Therapy today, 561-405-9577 or carmencarelaser.com. It's AMP2 TV, the first and only internet production company that's truly plugged in. When you're looking for a full-service internet TV radio production company, discover AMP2 TV, a full-service production company that can provide all streaming videos in studio or remotely. They offer web page development, and they use all the latest platforms to help make all your business selling points more powerful. They can do remotes or live radio streaming as well as tape productions for social media platforms and television. AMP2 TV can handle all of your television needs, including closed caption for a perfect on-air telecast. Choose from a variety of creative TV and radio packages or visit one of their many studios to get your creative juices flowing. Come and see why AMP2 TV works with many major companies, including Comcast, Bravo, and Fox 29, as well as individuals and businesses of all types and sizes. To see samples of their work or to find out more, visit their website at amp2.tv. That's A-M-P, the number 2.tv, or call them at 866-224-5422. Feel free to call for a quote or just a consult of how to put your business on a social media platform or radio platform, or just doing a show that is covered by all platforms. Call 866-224-5422 and make an appointment. That's 866-224-5422.
Cafe, give them a call. Thank you for watching the Brooklyn Cafe, where every day is a new adventure. If you'd like to join Dawn and Freddie S. at the cafe, give them a call at 888-565-1470 toll free. Come on in for a cup of coffee or call.
Hold on, where's your bell?
And we're back.
You know what I feel like? Remember that show, what was it with the talking plant? The play.
The movie.
You know, Phoebe Seymour. Thank you. Yes. I feel like this is the plant. It's going to, Freddie, say it. Phoebe Seymour. There you go, Little Shop of Horrors. That's what I'm thinking of.
Phoebe.
If you can find Freddie in this plant, give us a call. 888-994-4995.
I'm going to do the rest of the show
from the plant.
Hashtag find Freddie from the plant.
This is beautiful.
Jermina from Blossom Moments Floral came in. She's taking a little bit of a breather. And she brought up some beautiful flowers for Valentine's Day. We've had a lot going on. And Nicole's like, I'm so glad you brought me here.
Amen.
What have you all been chatting about?
We were just talking about don't become an adult.
Push that microphone up. Oh. Listen, you got to turn off those two mics because we're hearing the sound.
Okay, there we go.
Well, I mean, and he was telling me about my name.
Oh, you're telling me about your name?
That's true.
Yeah.
What's your name?
My name's, well, come on.
I mean, what does it mean?
Nicole.
Oh, I see.
I mean, what does
What's
it
your
mean?
name?
What does it mean? I'm saying.
It means,
It was Nicole, so I was looking at the fact it says cell, ion, and the ion is the charge. So it's really important that she maintains a good charge in her cells.
You turned off his.
Her immune system well boosted. And then also that she does what she believes in, because she wouldn't be good for working at a job that she doesn't actually have a belief system in, because all her cells need to get engaged in it. We had another interesting thing, which is, I said, well, if you really, there's a difference between a name you're given and a name you choose, because when you choose a name, you add extra power to it. And
How do we choose our name?
Well, you just decide you want to be called something new.
Really? I can do that legally?
You can
Well,
do that
you
anytime
have.
you
You're
want.
like, you were born with Federico, and
No, I
people
wasn't.
call you Freddie. What was your name when you were born?
Frederick.
But it doesn't.
Really?
Yes.
But it doesn't mean that you need to change it at the town hall. But you can have a name that you call
Oh,
yourself.
they can call me Paco or something?
Well, we call you Freddie instead of Frederick.
They do.
You know, it's
I hate Frederick.
it only got fixed.
What happens when you hate your name? What happens?
Good thing is to change it. If you really hate it.
You like your
But at
name?
least you can give yourself.
Jermina's
My
name.
daughter spiced her name.
His
her
mic is
entire
off. His
childhood.
mic is off.
Right.
Hold on. You can't
She
hear.
likes
His mic is
Leslie,
off.
So what's with the letter A? She doesn't enjoy that letter A.
Oh, letter A it can be dominant. It's masculine. Letter A is much more masculine. Letter E is more feminine. So like Adam and Eve. Adam is a. And Eve is Eve. Eve is a feminine, more blue-natured vowel, so it's got an energy. Every vowel has an energy that travels with it. So the letter E is more blue in frequency, and it's lighter. And the letter A is more red and dominant. So when someone's called Adam, I am adamant about this. They can speak like this.
Adamant.
It's very red.
Adam, like adamant. Wow, how does he
But
do that?
evolution is much more evolving, moving forward, moving upward.
He calls it evolution, not evolution.
True.
yeah.
And
Nice.
if you look at the Freemason symbol, just an interesting thing.
Evolution.
Can I show you Freemason symbol for a moment? I've got a pad here.
Well, you have to hurry because, and I want you to get
you
to
see
her
this?
name and her
We
name.
may have to
Okay.
do it when we go to commercial break, but
Just take a look. This is the idea. The letter A is actually, you've got a point here. It's a pair of dividers. So you've got three natures. You've got positive, negative, and then in Freemasonry they just use that symbol. The letter A includes a third part which is neutral. So
Right.
it's a description of the first beginning of creation. It's inside the letter A. But what the Freemasons do is this is coming this way. That's the letter A automating down, and then you've got something that goes back the other way. And I think that is the letter E, which is evolving back the other way. So red is the fixed laws of creation. E is our permission to evolve. We evolve. We don't evolve.
Evil.
Yeah?
Evolve.
We evolve.
for more information on all of these books from David Price Francis, you can find them where?
Energyworlds.com.
energyworlds.com, and
Yeah.
for the Hope Center for Autism, you can contact them at the hopecenterforautism.org. They're raising money to help more kids than they already have. Thank you so much for joining us. We've got more to come. We've got Felice Meekin, we've got Fem City, we've got Love Chat with Nat.
You need a coach to speak English.
We got a lot going on. We got some music happening, singing telegrams coming. I didn't tell Freddie, and
What?
yeah. Stay tuned. We'll be right back.
I'll be right back. Unbelievable.
Unbelievable.
The information and opinions you hear on the Del Walmsley radio show are those of the host, Del Walmsley, his guests, and his callers, and do not necessarily reflect the opinions of this station, its affiliates, its management, or advertisers. The Del Walmsley show is for entertainment purposes only. Please consult a professional regarding your personal investment needs. Nothing presented on the Del Walmsley show constitutes an endorsement, recommendation, offer, or solicitation to buy or sell any product or security.
vCard Global is the world's smartest business card that virtually allows a person or business to digitally share all of their information. With a vCard, sharing information is one simple click away. No need to open email, website, or social media. Updating information is easy and instant. vCard Global is the ultimate marketing tool, transforming the way we connect, communicate, and collaborate to grow your business. Text JENNG to 80800. Revolutionize your business card. For information, contact Jennifer.
Seniors, this is
Text
Steve King here,
JENNG
asking
to
you, is there too much money left at the end of your
80800
money?
for
Take
your
advantage
free
of a reverse
digital
mortgage.
business
If
card
you're 62
today.
years of age or older, you own your own home, you can get the money you need, have no mortgage.
Do you want to
payment,
enhance
ready
your
to
love
work for
life
the
with
rest of
flowers?
your life?
Rejuvenate love, life, health with flowers from Blossom Moments? Weekly deliveries to your home, your business, hospital, or even senior centers. Give us a call at 561-951-6343. Blossom Moments could also coordinate your wedding or event.
Taking over-the-counter or prescription drugs unnecessarily is a drag, whereas feeling great like you used to is the way it ought to be. Learn how to feel, function, and perform to your full health potential. Tune in to the Dr. Bob Martin Show, Sunday morning at 10 on Talk 1470 WNN.
Talk here, talk there. Talk 1470 AM and 95.3 FM, the Health and Wealth Radio Network. WNN.
If a tree falls in the woods and no one is around to hear it, does it make a sound? Have you ever felt that your voice goes unheard? And you think that you can make a difference if only someone would just listen? It's time for women in business to have a place to step into your power, a platform to embrace your hopes, dreams, and your visions, a voice to heal and restore. Your voice can make a difference. We have the platform to share your story and let your voice be heard. Be kind to yourself. Give yourself the chance to be heard and shine bright. Contact New Dawn Media by texting CAFE to 80800. That's CAFE to 80800.
Cruise Planners, an American Express travel representative, has a tremendous reputation for quality, service, and very competitive pricing for all of your travel needs. As a Cruise Planners travel advisor, Paul Vadiano will help you discover exciting adventures around the world, from cruises to land tours and completely packaged vacations. Paul specializes in all types of travel and will create an unforgettable vacation, wedding, or event just for you. Find Paul at www.cruiseoptics.com, on Facebook, or by phone at 561-232-2626. We make your travel dreams come true.
It's lunchtime, and the Brooklyn Cafe is open for business. Live from Studio A in the heart of Delray Gallery, Dawn and Freddie S. and their team are ready to serve up a huge portion of fun for lunch with friends and neighbors. So let's break open that lunch pail and unwrap that sandwich you brought and take a front row seat in the Brooklyn Cafe and get ready to enjoy some humor and hot topics. It's time to get a healthy serving of hope and happiness to help your day go by with a smile. Your hosts, Dawn and Freddie S., are ready to talk about food, health, dating, or just plain dream making. If you have a story to share, a movie review, restaurant critique, or just a coincidental thing that happened to you, call in toll free at 888-565-1470 right now. Sit back and enjoy your lunch break at the Brooklyn Cafe. Here are your hosts, Dawn and Freddie S.
And again. Welcome, welcome, welcome to the Brooklyn Cafe. Welcome to all our friends in South Florida. Welcome to part 2. If you hit rewind, hashtag rewind, nothing happens. I don't even know what the hell that means, but welcome to all our friends in South Florida, LA, New York. If you're being snowed in, sit, get a cup of coffee and watch us all there all day. Remember, caring is sharing. So if you are watching today's show, if you missed the first hour, I don't know what the hell that was, but somebody fainted. You missed a great show. We have a second. I just found out who the guests are in the second show. You're going to have a great time. Breathe. No, I can't breathe.
Just breathe.
We are having such a meeting afterwards. You have no idea of this meeting.
Well, listen, I understand the complications of the 1 o'clock hour. However, the energy segment we had on the 12 o'clock hour wasn't really conducive to the 1 o'clock hour, and it'll all work out. Or
you got singers, you got people. It'd be nice to let me know what's going on.
It's Fem City Wednesday. We've got pre-Valentine's Day with Jermina from Blossom Moments Floral. We've got, it's so pretty, but we don't even have room for it because we still have the orchids. BMGevents.net. If you have not put in your Valentine's Day order, it'll probably be after Valentine's Day when you get your flowers, but please contact Jermina because her flowers, everything is so spectacular. 561-951-6343, Blossom Moments Floral, and she actually went to the Fem City event 2 weeks ago. It was already, right?
I think yes.
Time flies.
You're gonna be exhausted, but we're gonna continue the after. We're gonna do Valentine's Day 2, 3, 4, and 5. Keep you busy.
Agreed.
Have you been busy?
Oh yes.
Really?
I can't sit down.
You can't sit
That's
down?
why she came here.
I looked at
Because I promised I will show up today.
She did.
I did my part.
The piece with the shoe, the flowers in the shoe.
Yes, I have that as well.
What inspired that? That is like unbelievable.
Oh my God! Yeah, it's a beautiful centerpiece.
What's it called? Cinderella? I mean, what do you call this?
Yes, Cinderella.
Cinderella.
How big is it? Is it a big shoe?
Yeah, it's a 6.
It's a size 6.
It's a size 6.
If you order 2, you'll have a pair, right? So it's like shopping for one.
It's not a real shoe. Is it a real shoe?
It's not a real shoe.
Oh, well, all right, that doesn't work. And I was thinking, I'm always thinking about strategically buying shoes. If you buy 2 centerpieces, and you can have like new shoes and the centerpiece, just make sure you ask for the left and the right foot. There you go. So you've got a matching pair.
Can you put any kind of flowers? Like I know these are red. Can you put any type of flowers in the shoe, or is it come just in
any type of flowers can go.
An arrangement as well?
Yes.
That's pretty good.
Give her a call, 561-951.
Make sure to post some pictures.
6343. Yes, absolutely.
Yes.
I tell you what, if you post at least 20 pictures, we'll pick a winner.
Okay.
Of that, and you got to keep the names, so we'll call them and give them a bag of coffee or something.
What
I think
are we
it'll be
gonna
fun.
call it?
Whatever you want.
Pick a shoe. I don't know. Cinderella.
Freddie has to pick a name.
I had
Freddie
to pick a name.
Yes.
What do you pick a name? I don't know. Well, we'll figure something out. Put me on the spot here. She flipped the script on me.
Hey, you know what? Things changing here.
Unbelievable. 888-565-1470. What's
Yes,
the number?
I know we've got a lot of numbers. 888-565-1470. You can find us on Facebook, Periscope, Twitch, all over social media at the Brooklyn Cafe TV, 95.3 FM, 1470 AM. We have a couple new foundations working with us for the Brooklyn Cafe TV on Ice.
Oh, nice.
And they were just with us. The Hope Center for Autism is a small school up in Stewart. They take care of about 42, 43 children from pre-K all the way through 4th grade, and they're looking to raise funds because they have a 40-child waiting list to get into this school.
And we need them all.
Right? We need to help all of them. Early intervention, we've talked energy and healing, and really it's working with the families. So if you have a passion or you want to help these families, you can go to the Hope Center for Autism.org, and we will get you in touch with whomever we ever need to get you in touch with.
Now, I wanted to ask you, can you eat these flowers?
Yes, roses are edible.
Why is she laughing at me?
Roses are edible.
You gotta make sure that his mic is on. I can find 6.
And actually, Freddie, when this butterfly hatches, we can put a real butterfly on the flowers.
You know, I've seen a lot of things in my life. I've never seen a guy come to studio with a butterfly in a can.
The funny thing is, see
There's
the
a butterfly in
picture?
there.
Doesn't he look like James Carell on the front of this? Yes, it's very fragile, but at the top of the lid.
Now, how'd you get it to stick on the lid?
Well, it did that.
It's called nature.
It was a caterpillar.
It's a pupa. It's stuck to the top of this
it'll
lid.
go dormant for about 1 week.
Now, how long does a caterpillar live?
Maybe 2.
Do you like
2
that?
weeks?
Caterpillar from egg to there.
Yeah, how long does a butterfly
That
live?
took about 3 weeks.
You never know what's going to be on this set, right? Am I right, Patty?
I know.
I think
so if I went to have
an
an aquarium, can I raise butterflies?
It's a butterfly.
Really?
Yeah.
And what do you feed a butterfly?
You feed them the leaves the eggs were stuck to.
Really?
Yeah, they know the ones they like. And these, they're milkweeds. Milkweed flowers.
That's the stuff that, I've seen that.
Yeah.
They like drinking a little something with their food.
You know, you really never know what's going to grace our desk over here. And now we have a butterfly pupa. You learn something new every day.
I've seen a lot of things in my life, but I never knew that.
You talk about feng shui and the beauty of life.
I don't talk
We're
about
going
that. I don't talk about feng shui.
Right here on our set.
Feng shui.
Feng shui.
I don't do that.
It's
Puerto Ricans don't talk feng shui.
You have science and life on your table.
Science and life, and I still have the perfect man. Wait till tomorrow when we get to, I can't say what I was going to say, when we get to break into it and unwrap it. And
first of all, I'm protesting. How come there's no perfect woman?
You know, that's a good question.
And why'd you buy two? Why you got a big guy and a little guy?
Because size does matter.
Just
Sorry.
We had to set that up. For these Menkins in the house, and she's laughing at you. You like that?
I'm glad Felice is here because we met with her last week and ran into David Price Francis, and we're talking about energy, and everyone I wanted you to meet, Felice, is here. So enjoy the conversation. I know my smaller perfect guy keeps falling. We have a special singer in the house, and I don't know where he went, that Ashley lined up. We've got our crew here, and we've got Fem City.
Ashley, is he still here?
I looked everywhere.
You think he left?
Yeah, we can't find no idea. He was changing. I said, this is where he changed.
He's changing into what?
Elvis.
Oh, he's changing into Elvis. Elvis has left the building. Is that what?
He was.
Is he gonna come in with lights and stuff? You know, not for nothing.
He had the leather and the shades.
I had to bring Valentine's Day surprise for you because didn't you say this was
it's a shock. He's not even in the
Didn't
building.
you say this was the year to give back to men?
Yeah.
So
you got me a guy that left.
He left. We lined it up. I can't guarantee it's going to come to
Do
fruition.
you ladies sing?
No. I think I can, but I can't. No.
Not even in the shower.
We've got Patty with us from Fem City, and she brought in two of her femmes from Boca Del Rey Fem City. You want to do the introductions?
Yes. So to my right, we have the beautiful Gina Tassinelli, who is the style rebel mama. And next to her, we have Natalie Hatches, who is one of our Fem City Boca Del Rey board members, and Love Chat with Nat.
Now, what do you want to start?
Love Chat with Nat.
That's what I figured. What is Love Chat with Nat?
I'm a sexologist and hypnotherapist, so I do all things sexual health.
Happy Valentine's Day to you too.
Watch out now. You're a hypnotherapist.
Yes. And a sexologist.
So you can actually hypnotize people? Mm-hmm. So I got about 17,000 questions to ask you.
Okay.
Do you have to be willing to be hypnotized to be hypnotized?
Yes.
So in other words, if Dawn fights it, she'll never get hypnotized. Mm-hmm. But if she says, okay, let me go with the flow, you relax her and you do this whole thing and it works? Mm-hmm. Really? You can make a duck.
I can fly like a butterfly or quack like a duck.
Like a chicken?
I can attest. I have been a client of Natalie's, yes.
Really? Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. And what kind of things happen when you're hypnotized?
So it depends on what your goals are. So for Patty, it was to be on video.
And here she is.
And
she's so obviously it worked.
Really?
Did you do it before you joined us on set?
Yes. Yes.
So if I want to be the king of Persia,
she went to Natalie before she came to sit on set with us.
I'm going to Natalie too. I got to be crazy to be doing this. So let me get this right. So if you have a passion to something you want, you help them uncover and unleash the way to do it?
Right, it's removing the fears, the blocks.
Really? Mm-hmm. Where the hell you been? I got about 5,000 people who live in fear.
Oh, David, think how perfect this is for you, right? She removes fears and blocks through hypnosis.
Uh-huh.
Now he comes up, he's like, yeah, now I'm intrigued.
Well, now you got his attention.
You can bring the chair closer.
So just grab a chair, David. Don't
grab a chair. Have some popcorn, have some coffee.
Don't worry about it. Elvis has left the building.
Apparently.
Yes.
Elvis has.
Apparently we'll reset Elvis up when he comes.
That's right. Just mess up this side. Don't worry.
Hypnosis is a way of bypassing the psychology.
Yes, it is, because you're going from A to C without going through B.
You're bypassing the semi-conscious filters.
So will it help with relationships?
Can honestly help with anything.
And how did Love Chat with Nat, the sexologist, also be a hypnotherapist? How did those two things go together?
So through my PhD program, they offered a track on hypnosis, and I took it.
Oh, so you did the sexologist first, and then the hypnotherapy came second. Isn't that interesting? I would think it'd be the other way around.
Why?
Because you think psychology, hypnotherapy, right? That to me would be the traditional track, and then you add in the sexology secondary. But that was primary, your primary focus. Why was that your primary focus?
I work a lot with women that are going through cancer treatment, and so I was doing a lot of kind of one-on-one coaching with women and using different products and moisturizers and things like that. And so I decided to go back to school and get my PhD, and then they offered hypnotherapy, and I took it, and it's been amazing in helping women to feel more empowered and confident.
How long you been doing it?
Overall, 10 years, hypnotherapy 2.
Okay, so I have a curveball to throw at you.
Okay.
If you've been in a military zone or anything like that, and you come back, what's it called?
PTSD.
Yeah, can you help people alleviate themselves from that? Mm-hmm. Have you ever done that?
It's not my specialty. PTSD isn't my specialty. I do mostly sexual trauma.
Okay.
But for PTSD, yes, and what it does is it changes the emotional response to any situation and the memories that you have.
And is that permanent?
It can be. You can come back to reaffirm and all those things.
So you have to go through it again?
You don't have to. It depends on someone's willpower and mindset, and if there's anything else that kind of comes in to trigger.
And also violent, being mugged at gunpoint, violent things that way that affect you, you can help relieve that situation?
Yep.
Mm-hmm. Now, I don't understand something. I'm a little confused, America. Yeah. I'm just very confused. Yeah. Here you have a person who can actually help people with these things, and they give you an opioid to overcome MS. They give you a drug. They put you on things that just destroy the human tissue. Right? Instead of dealing from the inside out, they're dealing from the outside in.
Well, the thing with hypnosis is you have to be willing to open up, right? You have to be willing to deal with your demons and deal with those issues. And sometimes people like to cover them up. It's a whole lot easier to cover it and to go deeper than to open yourself up.
That and insurance doesn't cover it.
That too.
Yes.
it's always the business.
Very simple. The insurance doesn't cover it.
So what about people that are using drugs for pain, opioid addiction, smoking addiction? Because I know smoking, I knew somebody who did hypno and it worked for a little while and she had to go back to get retooled. Those type of deals, does it work for that?
Yeah, it's very powerful. Because it's normally something emotional that caused you to do it in the first place. So it goes back to that moment and puts you in a safe, calming, relaxing state and says, you're okay.
And how do you help women with cancer? Is that your primary focus?
Women in general, but cancer patients and survivors are my passion. Normally they've gone through all kinds of treatments and they're on medications, and they're put into menopause. And so I deal with a lot of issues that they're experiencing.
They're put into menopause?
Why? With the hormones.
Because
different surgeries and the medications that they're taking. They might be 25 years old and go into menopause.
Really?
So just helping them deal with that, sexually and emotionally.
Now, do you help men or just women?
Men also.
Help men.
And what is Love Chat with Nat?
That was just something my friend came up with because they always text me and call me with questions.
What kind of question?
I mean, you would not ask.
I guess I'm embarrassed that this was a hard question. And what is Love Chat with Nat?
I just don't know what I'm allowed to say.
It's not even like, this is a deep question. It says, Love Chat with Nat on her card.
What kind of questions do you answer?
Anything really. Anything sexual based.
Just in time for Valentine's Day. If you have a question,
do you have a podcast you do this on?
I don't, but the Love Chat with Nat was supposed to be a podcast, and then I
that's not
got busy.
Life
happened.
If you have a question for Nat, 888-565-1470. You know what? It's Valentine's Day.
Oh, we've got to get a call for that.
We've got to get a call. Love Chat with Nat.
Maybe we can use the studio audience
call. Anyone here has a question, right?
Yeah.
We'll see.
And don't analyze the question, baby. Love Chat comes from.
And Patty, who else do we have?
We also have Gina Tassinelli, Style Rebel Mama.
And what is Style Rebel Mama?
So I am an image consultant and personal stylist. So basically I work with women. Typically it's business women, working moms especially, and I help them curate their closet and really just figure out what they need, what they don't need, what they use, what they don't use, how to really put it all together, and we top it off with jewelry, and I, just help them feel more confident in getting dressed, and especially in business settings, because first impressions are, a big deal. So style has a lot to do with that.
Is it based on their style or?
Their style.
Everybody has
their own personal style.
So if you run into a lady that she looks like she was working in the fields and she wants to work in corporate America, just
Probably
saying.
not a good idea.
How do you say, listen, we got to change you from head to toe?
Well, what I do is I give them a little survey about themselves. We talk about their lifestyle, their hobbies, if they have children, what they like to do on the weekends, and then I literally will go into their closet. And
Are you honest with them?
Yeah.
It could be very tricky,
I am honest. I think most appreciate it. I've never had anyone say, feel offended. I do it in a very encouraging manner too, because it really is important to know your style and then to express yourself through your style.
All right, let me ask you a question.
Sure.
Freddie's hat number 1.
Why you gotta come to me? She works with women.
It's her signature.
And
She
then,
works
wait, Patty, there's more.
Here we
We've
go.
got hat number, do we have hat number 3 here also?
It's in the car.
And we've got hat number 2.
Sparkle.
Puerto
Yes.
Rico.
I changed hats.
And then we've had hat number 3 in the car, apparently.
because we did a photo shoot.
The Dundee hats.
The Dundee hat is in the car.
The Dundee hat. And I changed it. And the funny thing is, I wanted to see who would notice. And that is all they talk about.
Who would not notice you're a hat
But
change?
everybody was talking about it, and that was the reason I did it, because it's like the Brooklyn Cafe logo. Everybody thinks this is a real working cafe, which I'm working on that. So can I have a sandwich? Yeah, if you go down the street, you have all the sandwiches you want. But it's funny because style is what you make it, yes?
It is. And it expresses who you are to other people. It gives people, we may not realize it, but within like 3 to 5 seconds of meeting someone for the first time, they are determining if you're somebody that they can trust, they can have an intelligent conversation, and it's all about how you're put together. Not necessarily how much you've spent on yourself, because you could just grab something from Walmart or Target and make it look really fabulous, but it's just knowing how to do that. We're not born knowing how to put outfits together or what our style is, so it's really looking inward, and then we put all that together and we create your style story. And
interesting about trust, right? Something
Well,
I never thought about.
I was going to say, because some people, it takes a lot of confidence and trust to say, okay, I dressed bad. I mean, my partner here, she has no filters, and she says, that jacket went out of style. I said, but it's warm. It doesn't matter.
Hashtag Freddie Cam on Instagram.
So she has no filters.
Jamina, are you leaving?
And she says,
Happy Valentine's Day, beautiful.
Happy Valentine's
Day.
Thank you.
And the other thing is that people say sometimes you got to go to Walmart because you can't afford to get clothes at Mr. Dyson whatever, and people they sort of look down and say, yeah, I got this at Walmart. I don't care where I got it.
That's
I don't care if I got it at Walmart. I got it at the Salvation Army. What difference does it make? I'm wearing it.
Putting it together. Let's go to commercial break.
Where
If
you
you have
going?
any questions,
Where you
give
going?
us a call.
Why are you going?
Love to chat with Nat.
What happened? You didn't like that?
I did, but we're going to
You're
go to
cutting me
commercial
off
break.
again.
888-565-1470. We're going to continue the conversation.
Elvis
in
has
about
left the house.
2 minutes.
Elvis has
We'll
left
be
the
right
house.
back. He must have. Sorry. Look at that.
At Carmen Care Advanced Laser Therapy, our professional team specializes in finding the best alternative laser therapy treatments for your painful conditions. Do you suffer with chronic pain, a post-traumatic injury, or simply looking for the benefits of cell rejuvenation to the skin? Schedule a consultation today to understand how photobiomodulation can help reduce your symptoms, reduce or even eliminate pain. Give us a call today, 561-405-9577. We focus on treating you who has a disease, not a disease that defines who you are. Contact Carmen Care Laser Therapy today, 561-405-9577 or CarmenCareLaser.com.
vCard Global is the world's smartest business card that virtually allows a person or business to digitally share all of their information. With a V-Card, sharing information is one simple click away. No need to open emails, websites, or social media. Updating information is easy and instant. V-Card Global is the ultimate marketing tool, transforming the way we connect, communicate, and collaborate to grow your business. Text JENNG to 80800. Revolutionize your business card. For information, contact Jennifer. Text JENNG to 80800 for your free digital business card today.
Thank you for watching the Brooklyn Cafe, where every day is a new adventure. If you'd like to join Dawn and Freddie S. at the cafe, give them a call at 888-565-1470 toll-free. Come on in for a cup of coffee or call to share a thought for the day and get all the information you need to help your business grow. Don't forget, sharing is caring, and to like this video. Let's reopen the cafe doors now. Back to Dawn and Freddie S.
And we're back.
And we're back at the Brooklyn Cafe TV. I guess Elvis has left the building.
Yeah, I saw that. Anyway, moving on. I wanted to congratulate Ashley for a job night. Ashley did this, right?
Ashley designed them,
She
yes.
put a nice piece together, which we just got the Happy PR man, Happy Printer.
Happy
just
Printer.
delivered. You know, it's amazing. I never seen a printer come in a three-piece suit with a tie to deliver merchandise. This guy, and this was put in when, Monday?
Yeah, Monday morning I sent it to him.
And here it is Wednesday. He had 1,000 of these cards put out because the gang is going to go out on Atlantic Avenue. We are going to visit every store in Atlantic, handing these out, asking them to join the Brooklyn Cafe on Ice and to come on the show. So we're going to attack Atlantic, and we're going to do it with this in hand and maybe some coffee as well.
You know what was so great about the Happy Printer? I priced out our local printing stores, those local big box stores, for $250, and I got a price, and then I sent it to the Happy Printer, and his price for $250 was the same as his price for $1,000. So I got $1,000 for $20 more than I would have gotten $250 from any of our local printing companies.
Yes, see, he is the best, and there's nothing better. Do we have his number?
The Happy Printer.
I know, but there's no phone number. It's just the website.
And I'm sure I have his phone number, and I can look it up. And I know he was doing 1,000, your first new client, 1,000 business cards for free, and that's actually how we found him, was at a networking event.
That's right. He does a nice job. He's fast. He's clean, and I'm gonna tell you, he delivers in
and
a
he
suit.
delivers, and it's really, really easy.
And he delivers. I thought we were getting robbed in here.
It was really funny, right? In the first hour, we got up on commercial. I had to get money to give Chanel, to give the Happy Printer. Then he comes in, and Ashley wasn't going to let him in. And the girl said, you know, we can take over the show for you if you want, because neither one of us are sitting on set for those 2 minutes.
And also, ladies, we have the, I can't say V-card, I can say virtual card.
You can say V-card.
I can.
You just did.
I get reprimanded every time I do.
It's like when you're in court and you say it and they go, Your Honor, I object.
Yeah, but they scream at me and they write nasty
things. So they
things.
object and you still said it. But the V-card is an incredible tool for digital marketing.
Yes, as well. So we want to thank them as well. Okay, good.
And you can download our free V-card if you go to your text message and type in 80800 on your text. And on the message, type in CAFE, C-A-F-E, and everything will be populated about the Brooklyn Cafe TV. You can even purchase your tickets for the Brooklyn Cafe TV on Ice right there on the Group Maddox link.
Or you can text me because I finally today got.
You know what you said to me? You asked me questions and I answered the questions.
No, you don't.
But you have to ask the right
No,
questions.
no.
And the question today was, can you send me the link? Yeah, just got to ask for it. Very
There's a
simple.
train coming at me, and I say, is it raining? She doesn't say get out the way the train's coming. She says no.
No, it's not raining outside.
Anyway, also we got okay. So this could be interesting. The two of you, do you work together? Have you ever worked together?
Not yet.
Because when they
have
get
you
a
met
little,
before?
Yes, at Fun Luncheons.
It's amazing the way you bring things that actually melt and work together.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
Because if somebody gives you a hard time about changing their clothes and stuff, you put them on the hypnosis, baby. Get rid of it real quick.
Well, and remember, the people that are, that Gina is going into their closet to help restyle, they have asked her to come. She's not walking up to people on the street, tapping them on the shoulder and saying, "Yeah, no."
It's not like that TV show, What Not to Wear.
Right, just like
for social.
Yeah, like the hypnosis. I mean, they are in that place where they are ready to make a change, and they just need guidance on what changes to make and how, the pathway to do that.
And the styling is really important for people in business, men and women, right? It's about, even in business, it's branding. You didn't always wear your hat.
I never wore a hat. I was never even in front of the camera. When we were at iHeart, I was behind the cameras, and it was her and my co-hosts, and sometimes it was her and the guests. I was never even in front of the camera. I had no desire to.
And look, now you get all dressed up. Got nice shoes and socks on.
Yeah, that's another story. It's just another story.
Really? It's been a whole thing?
It's a whole story of, people are watching you and you come in all pretty and nice, and the interns, everybody's in here, and they said, it was my son, Gio. He says, "Dad, you're going to have to up your game." Unbelievable. And I tell you, it's really funny.
Subtle. It happens subtly, doesn't it? When people start seeing change.
But the real serious part, on a real serious note, you lose a little bit of weight and you put on a nice shirt and you feel good about yourself. Yeah. It is amazing the amount of people that come up to talk to me now. Never happened before. Different. When I was, and like that poster, I have a poster at the radio station, which I should change. And people never spoke to me.
It was our banner from our original show.
Yeah, from my heart. And now they talk to me, and people text me and says, "Hey, how you doing? Looking good." All of a sudden, I'm a human being again, And it never dawned on me, no pun intended, that if you do take care of yourself, and you do wear the part, and you do show that you care about yourself, the whole world gets that ripple effect.
And the styling's important, and it all starts from within, and how the two of you can work together is truly remarkable, right? Women survivors maybe don't feel as beautiful on the outside as they truly are, and it's working from the inside out. And then imagine that whole change. And Felice, it goes with what you do, right, on the mental mindset and the yoga. And you were talking the other day about a new meditation. Were you doing what, flow yoga?
I do a vinyasa flow yoga.
Who the what?
Vinyasa flow.
Vinyasa flow.
That's linking breath to movement. But I do a slow mindful flow so that you're really listening to your body and breathing, moving, feeling. And I do that in my health coaching practice too. So I'm a health coach, I work with nutrition, but the main focus that I work on is the mind-body alignment, because you can eat all the broccoli and spinach you want. You will not fully heal if you're not healing what's inside. So,
have you ever been part of Fem City?
No,
I've never heard of Fem
City. I don't know anything about it, so
we'll have to change that.
So let's talk about
Fem City, because we do Fem City Wednesday, and apparently Fem City Friday got a whole lot of notice on Friday.
Awesome.
Right?
Awesome. We had a great time being here. It was nice to change things up. And Freddie, we did miss you. However, Genji
I see you shrink
filled the spot well.
But I try to watch the show, and in Puerto Rico, the internet was in and out. So I really didn't get the concept, and I didn't get the memo. So I made fun of the fact, and again, I apologize on the air because it wasn't a funny piece that you guys were talking about something really serious.
Violence, yeah.
But I didn't know that was even the discussion. I kept coming in and out. I'm like, domestic what? What are they talking about? So I heard the word Babbitt, and I made a stupid joke about it. But I didn't know. I apologize.
Thank you, Patty, for joining us on Fridays. We had Fem Friday, but we really do Fem City Wednesday, and it's our platform to help our business partner and work with Fem City to bring some women forward, right? So every Wednesday you bring 2 women in from Fem City, and you sent me today's guest, and you sent me next week's guest, and I get so excited because we're always looking for our own guests. And to meet the two of you was like, wow, this is unbelievable. The women that are in our community that we don't even know about.
Yes, and one of the things that attracted me so much to Fem City when I first went to an event was the diversity and the caliber of the women at that event. And I've just been blown away every time, event after event, with the women that I meet and who become members, and the women they bring in from their circles to get to know us. And just quick shout out from a couple of weeks ago, Sarah Blaine, who's my Palm Beach box. This is a sneak peek of one of the items in current My Palm Beach box. We are ready for Valentine's Day. She is going to be our spotlight on business featured femme at our February luncheon, which is coming up next Friday, February 22nd at Harvest Seasonal Grill. And you do have to register in advance because I think we've only got about 10 spots left. So that's going to be really exciting. And I'm also really excited. A big shout out for the hair from fellow femme Ginny Busby, who got me looking beautiful for the show this morning, and hoping that it lasts for tomorrow night because femme Melanie DeVito with the Addison is hosting their Valentine's dinner and the after party, and I will be at the Lux Late Night after party. And if you would like to go, you can use code FEMCITY, all caps, and get 25% off your ticket.
For tomorrow, for the Addison, there's a dinner. I believe it's $195.
$195 for the dinner, and if you want to, the after party is included in your dinner ticket. But if you want to come just for the dinner, just for the after party, that is $85.
Very cool.
Yeah,
Addison's the one on
right near the radio station.
Yeah, on the corner, right?
Right on the corner.
See, I know some things. Not too many, but I know some things.
But there's a lot going on, and we were talking to Gina about style in your hat, right? It's about branding and putting it together. But your style.
You talk about style. She does women.
Well, because we had to go to commercial break, so I do want to continue the conversation.
We don't need to have that conversation.
Concepts work for men too, don't they?
But that's your signature look.
It is your signature look.
Add some sparkle.
And well, he has that as a Puerto Rico hat, actually.
That one has sparkle. Yeah.
You know, it's funny. I had a sponsor that came on here, and he brought me the hat. And they had his ribbon and all that, and the ribbon fell off. And I kept it on one day. So now all of a sudden, if I go to a restaurant, that's how people know I'm around, is they see this stupid hat. I'm going to frame the hat and say, okay, talk to the hat.
In the Smithsonian, your hat's going to be there. Your hat, your chair, my wand.
Now, one of the other things I wanted to bring up, I produce a show late at night that it has two sex therapists. The Siegel brothers. I don't know, you may know them. Ricky and his brother, Mr. Craziness. And one of the things that I've discovered is that they bring a man's perspective to the field. And sometimes they'll bring in a female. Like they had a woman that says, love yourself. So I was producing this, and she shows how you wake up in the morning, you should touch and love yourself. It's kind of weird to watch. Nonetheless, it was a true episode. And women have a different perspective. Don't look at me that way. You created this. Have a different perspective.
I said nothing about touching and loving yourself on a midday show.
No, that's what she did. I'm not going to talk about it.
Okay, just saying. I'm talking about my Perfect Man chocolate bar, but that's about as far as I go.
You bring that, and I can't.
It is a chocolate bar, though.
You bring that, and I can't talk about this. But I wanted to ask real quick, because I know the Femme City is all women, right?
Yes, we are.
And there are a lot of women that you help with cancer and things of that nature and get over their emotions. But there's a whole side where men actually have never learned how to treat women, right? Domestic violence. And you open Pandora's box on Friday.
Yeah.
Again, you are able to help in both your fields, help men. I'm using the word men, so don't write to Dawn. It's okay. How to maybe overcome some of the issues that they have. Yes.
Right. Yes.
Even with the hypnosis and the sex therapy. I've always been amazed by sex therapists.
Why?
Because when I used to work in Miami, I walked into a sex therapist. I never knew that they existed, and it was a female, much less. And she had these giant statues. It was all sorts of stuff going on in this house.
Yeah.
And she asked me, there was 100 statues. She says, I want you to pick out a statue. And I said, why? Don't worry about why. And the moment I did, she explained my whole life.
Which one resonated with you?
I don't know. It's a midday show. You can't talk about it.
No, it was really a question. It was more of a statement out of question of she wanted you to pick out which one resonated with you. We're going to ask David. He's going to analyze the whole statue thing.
Sure will.
I can go with one thing, which is, well, in the Partners in Passion book, I talk about energy dating.
Energy dating?
Energy dating. Well, I had the first kiss is between the energy fields. So we get attracted to someone by the energy that comes out of their
So if you kiss bad the first time you're done?
Say that again.
If you kiss bad the first time, the first kiss, bad.
It's pretty, what if the energies don't get on? Like, imagine this, you go out on a first date on a Tuesday night. You both come away going, that was bad. Let's do it again on Thursday. No, because it didn't work. the love field, that third field, is to bring buoyancy to both people. They both feel better. So therefore they feel like the look of love, you know that idea? My fair lady, I just like to be on the street where she lives, kind of thing, is floating along the street.
We're going to switch your mic because I want to hear you better, clearer.
Oh, yeah.
Say that again?
Yeah, so you get the idea that when someone's in love, their energy field actually gets filled with more charge. So when people in the office go, oh, she must be in love, she's glowing, yeah, it's because there's a different energy about. When two people actually create love between them, it lifts them both up. So I like to say, it isn't so much the man falls in love with the woman and the woman falls in love with the man. They fall in love with what happens
So you know this at a
with what happens between them.
You know this personally because you...
Well, I've been married for like 42 years. I know I don't look old enough, but it's actually true.
You already said, what do you think about?
I actually do look old enough. Okay, fair enough.
On a medical...
I work with a lot of energy too, so it makes sense.
Yeah.
Everything's about intuition and being connected with your body and
Why she's
feeling
looking
that.
at me that way.
Yeah.
It's measurable too. When somebody comes into a room that you love, that energy from their heart can be measured on a machine up to 25 feet away from the person as they come in.
Now you deal with energy all day long.
Yes.
Right? And you can see when a person is up and down. Does it have anything to do with an energy field on a person on how they are attracted or work towards another human being?
Yes, I think we all agree. Yeah. Absolutely.
Yeah, when everybody say that's true?
Yeah.
So we purposely are bad to people because our energy is down, or
I don't think
because
we're purposely bad. Before the show, David
Yeah.
says to me, "Do you need more energy?" And you may have your little toys and gadgets out. And he says, "Put your hand out."
I
and
do.
He took this silver chain and it, like the pendulum that we used to have on the set.
I remember.
And it went one way, and then it went another. And he says, if it goes this way, it's going to give you more energy. If it goes the other way, it's going to reduce some of your energy. And then when you have just the right amount, it's going to stop. And boom, then it just stops.
Well, it's funny because the mat, the mat that you have, when you put it on my feet, it just zaps me.
It energizes you, but it also balances all the cellular function and energy of the cells. So you're going into like a homeostasis level. You're running just perfect and energizing and charging up the cells.
You just get balanced just the way you need to. Let's go to commercial break. When we come back, more with energy of relationships, love chat with Nat also.
If you have a question, call in. I would love for you to call in.
Elevate your style. What is your company called?
I'm the Style Rebel Mama.
The Style Rebel Mama.
Style Rebel Mama. We'll be right back.
Stay tuned. We'll be right back.
Let's all welcome a new sponsor to the show. It's AMP2 TV, the first and only internet production company that's truly plugged in. When you're looking for a full-service internet TV radio production company, discover AMP2 TV, a full-service production company that can provide all streaming videos in studio or remotely. They offer web page development, and they use all the latest platforms to help make all your business selling points more powerful. They can do remotes or live radio streaming as well as tape productions for social media platforms and television. AMP2 TV can handle all of your television needs, including closed caption for a perfect on-air telecast. Choose from a variety of creative TV and radio packages or visit one of their many studios to get your creative juices flowing. Come and see why AMP2 TV works with many major companies including Comcast, Bravo, and Fox 29, as well as individuals and businesses of all types and sizes. To see samples of their work or to find out more, visit their website at amp2.tv. That's A-M-P, the number 2.tv, or call them at 866-224-5422. Feel free to call for a quote or just a consult of how to put your business on a social media platform or radio platform, or just doing a show that is covered by all platforms. Call 866-224-5422 and make an appointment. That's 866-224-5422.
Are you ready to fall in love with yourself? Own your gifts and step right into your power. Well, you've come to the right place. FeelGoodExpress.com. I'm Dee Dee Lyons, and I'm founder of my Feel Good Express lifestyle program. It's so easy peasy. I empower you with heart-centered tips and tools that you'll have to practice every day. The mantra will be, believe it before you see it. I see you, I hear you, and what you say matters. So follow me on Facebook, Instagram, and at my website, feelgoodexpress.com.
Do you want to enhance your love life with flowers? Rejuvenate love, life, health with flowers from Blossom Moments? Weekly deliveries to your home, your business, hospital, or even senior centers. Give us a call at 561-951-6343. Blossom Moments could also coordinate your wedding or event. Contact Blossom Moments at bmgevents.net. For all of your floral event needs, large or small, call Blossom Moments. 561-951-6343. And we look forward to hearing from you.
Thank you for watching the Brooklyn Cafe, where every day is a new adventure. If you'd like to join Dawn and Freddie S. at the cafe, give them a call at 888-565-1470 toll-free. Come on in for a cup of coffee or call to share a thought for the day and get all the information you need to help your business grow. Don't forget, sharing is caring, and to like this video. Let's reopen the cafe doors now. Back to Dawn and Freddie S.
And we're back.
And we're back at the Brooklyn Cafe TV on a wonderful Wednesday pre-Valentine's. We have a couple shows going on here right now. We've got our show on the set. We've got our show on camera 3, which is Energy. Felice is up smiling, which is a good thing. As soon as you hold your mic, you tell us what you're doing over there. You can sit. You can sit. Just tell us what's going on camera 3.
I was using the mat.
Pure Wave.
The Pure Wave mat because.
Hers isn't on.
Pure Wave mat?
There you go.
I was using the Pure Wave mat because my lower back was bothering me. It was radiating down to my knee on my way here. So I got up to walk it off and see what the percentage was. And it's actually 50% less.
Wow.
Right now. So that was what, a 20-minute session? 25?
Yes. Yeah, and it'll keep going for the next half hour, 1 hour, 2 hours, 3 hours. It'll go more and more and more. Your body now is energized up to the level of like what a child would have in all the cells and all the tissues. And it'll be fixing and changing and working for the next 8 or 12 hours, like at that level. It does a lot of repair. It's your body doing it. The machine only just charges you up. It's a battery charger for the body.
Whole lot of energy. Michelle, how are you feeling? It's time for you to do the mat again for you? Because I know it helped your asthma, the Pure Wave, when you were here.
I got home and
you were resealing your driveway.
But it actually made me breathe better than
get to your mic.
It was so long.
We gotta get you a mic.
Percentage, it was like 80 or 100% relief for the day.
It was like 80% by the time I left here.
Yes, I had.
It was a huge difference. I was like, first time in a long time that I wasn't feeling like I had that constant tightness in my chest.
That's right.
When I got home and I found the sealant in the driveway and I breathed it in, I was like,
irritant. Yeah.
I was so upset, but I felt so good after I did that, and it just kept getting better over time. It was like, wow.
Yep.
And so, David, how are you all working together? It's the funniest thing, right? We've had the ladies on one side and the energy going on the other side of the studio, and Michelle walks in.
We were talking about vibration. We were talking about vibration of words, of colors, letters, numbers, and then.
And what I did here was I took a chain of silver, if you can see that.
Freddie, that he energized my hand with.
And I could do this on Freddie. How about that?
Do it on Freddie. Let's see how Freddie's energy.
Okay, let's try it out. All right, come on over. For this, I need your left. I need your left hand.
I need your left hand, Freddie.
Okay.
So what this? His left, and you did my right.
Because the man has a left negative and the woman has a right negative. The polarity changes between men and women.
Boom. Gotcha.
Okay, so
that's why you sit to my right.
That's right. So just first, this is a test here. It's not moving. I bring it over Freddie's hand here. And what it does is it starts to, first of all, it measures, it goes backwards and forwards, and then if he needs energy, it'll go clockwise, and if he doesn't, it'll pull it out, which will go anti-clockwise. And this is silver. Oh, look at that. First time today, Freddie, it's gone anti-clockwise.
So what does that mean?
That means you're well energized. It means
Well, I'm on a mat, baby.
Exactly. So you're geared up for the show. What this will do is it pulls out nervous energy. So if someone gets too much silver, then it just pulls out a bit. And if they don't have enough, it gives them more. So silver is more energizing. Gold is what happens when we sleep. So in the morning, we wake up in silver. Then we go through the rainbow, red, orange, yellow, green, blue, indigo, violet. And we get a hit of gold that sends us to sleep. So there's a pot of gold at the end of the rainbow, and there's a shot of silver at the start of the rainbow. And look, now it's done. It's all good. You're balanced out now.
I want you to put your meter on me. Come and do come and do your meter on my left arm.
We're going to actually measure energy here. It's the funniest thing. Cool. And we also have a giveaway.
We
right?
do.
What are we giving away?
We have 2 giveaways. All right. Necklaces. Some fun.
This is the radiation
fun pieces
going in from the phone.
So we've got 2 pieces because when people call you, about setting up.
Quarter, you have like no radiation in your tissues.
No radiation, Freddie. You're good to go.
On this phone, you're resilient.
You are resilient, Freddie. You're like a child.
I'm like a child.
Yeah, children are resilient. When I measure them, their energy is so high they repel this.
When this show is over, I'm making an appointment with you. I need all the help I can get around me. You know what I'm saying?
When you call Gina to schedule an appointment, she helps you and put jewelry and accessories together. And because it's Valentine's Day, we've got 2 pieces of jewelry, 2 necklaces for any caller, 888-565-1470. These pieces are truly beautiful. And I know you work with Premier Design, you said?
I do, yeah. So I do style workshops and style sessions in small group settings. And Premier, I bring my Premier jewelry display. And I do a little fashion show with all of the guests. And then they shop and hang out and play in the jewelry. So.
And you help people looking for jobs and going on a job interview as well?
Yes, definitely. That's actually what I try to focus on, is to, show them what colors work well with them. If you're looking to get the eyes people, paying attention to what you're saying in your mouth, you want a nice statement piece on. So there's a lot of different tips and tricks that I share.
Do you teach them how to interview as well as part of the deal, or is just a close?
No, this
well,
is
let me tell you.
Well, first impressions make a big difference.
Well, it's a big, yeah, it is, because people that have great eyes, they don't lead with their eyes. They try to lead with their brain sometimes, and it just interferes with the whole process to get a job. No.
Yes. I mean, I would say so, but my thing is more of the first impression.
Okay.
How to give that nice first impression so you look like somebody that's dependable, that and you feel confident too when you walk into an interview and you're put together and dressed nicely.
And do you help people when they're gonna go to a job interview and people are nervous, right? They're gonna or they come on the show.
But turn your mic towards you.
So people they're gonna come on the set. Is there like a quick? Let me just get in your head a little bit and make it so you don't. Is there like a snappy 1, 2, 3?
It's like a hypnosis session takes about 20 minutes.
It does.
To remove fears, anxiety, test anxiety, instill confidence. There's different.
Can you make me smarter?
Triggers.
Can you make me smarter?
You are smart. Why would you
tune in to what you already know, because your subconscious is full of a ton of information that sometimes you just.
That's me.
Yeah, I know.
Everything you go through, everything you do is stored in your subconscious.
Yeah. Your intuition.
She's going to unlock me, and then you're going to be surprised. You're going to say, who the hell is this guy?
Do you know how many people have tried to come on and give him a hypnosis session? And he goes, oh, no, Dr. J. We've had quite a few that have asked you to be on their couch.
Jody's
probably laughing hysterically
I don't
right
remember
now.
any of that.
Really?
Yeah, nobody ever did that.
You want a hypnosis session?
No.
It's all about when you're ready, or who you resonate with.
It'll unlock your self-conscious.
I got to protect the innocent.
Well, I'm sure she's guided by HIPAA, so she won't tell anyone anything.
And she don't know what's going to come out of me when she does that. I'll be jumping around here like a hippo.
Do you get
or
into
something.
past lives, too?
I don't personally do past lives, but I do regression.
What's the difference?
What's the difference?
So you can, a lot of times I do a lot of inner child healing, and so it goes back to maybe 3 years old. If they go into a past life, they can, but I don't take them.
Have you ever done a session where you are a little bit like, holy smokes, what did I just get myself into here?
Nothing that
You're
I haven't been able to
control?
handle. Yeah.
And you can snap them out of it like that?
And you can snap yourself out too.
How? If you're unconscious?
Hey, snap out of it. You're not
You are.
unconscious.
You are in complete control. So
Really?
you can open your eyes if you want to.
At all times?
Mm-hmm. You're in complete control at all times.
Is that what happened to you?
It really just feels like you are ultimate relaxation. And you're not quite asleep, but you're kind of on that borderline, and you're just really kind of floating, and the things are going through your head. And, you know, she talks you through different things, and I've done several sessions with Natalie on different things, and there's sometimes I'm like, oh my goodness, wait, what was she saying? I can't even remember what she was talking about, but I remember things going through my head.
That's fascinating.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, now, you married?
No.
Okay, here it comes. This is the question I was going to ask you. Here it comes. When you go on a date with a guy, you date guys?
I don't really go on dates, but
You've never been on a date?
No, I've been on a date.
Okay.
Yeah.
Have you ever gone on a date with somebody and somehow you get them to agree, I guess, I'm just going to be nice, or not agree, and all of a sudden you can do what you do and voila?
No, I don't really talk about what I do on dates.
Really?
Yeah.
Why?
Well, because I deal with sexual health, and so it's a gray area of lots of questions and.
It's a gray area. Grayson.
Oh.
Back to the gray. It's not black and white.
Can you imagine dating this? Oh, how do you do? What do you do?
Shades of gray. There you go. Happy Valentine's Day, everybody.
I'm a sexual therapist that hypnotizes you. Okay, it was nice knowing you.
No pressure there.
Let's give out your information. Where can they find Love Chat with Nat?
Love Chat with Nat on Instagram, on Facebook, lovechatwithnat.com.
And soon to have a podcast.
Yeah.
I'm going to show you how easy that is.
And Gina, how about you?
StyleRebelMama.com and Style Rebel Mama on Facebook and Instagram.
You can't forget that.
And David, for your books?
EnergyWorlds.com.
EnergyWorlds.com. And Felice, you are across the street?
I'm across the street at Casa Monobliss and byfelicewellness.com on Facebook too and Instagram.
By Felice Wellness.
Wellness.
By
Is that
Felice.
B-Y?
B-Y.
All
by
one word?
Felice. All one word.
I'm Puerto Rican. I don't see, one word, right?
All one word.
By Felice Wellness. And I know we can find James and Tony. They're pretty much here every day. So stop on the cafe, get a treatment.
Wait a minute.
And a cup of coffee.
I found out something finally from these guys. What is the address of your center?
Oh, the address. It's right in Boynton Beach. It's 1014 Gateway Boulevard, Suite 110 and 109.
That's right.
And it's purewavenow.com.
And we are going to be on remote there a week from this Thursday, right? Which is the 21st?
Yes, it'll be a party.
A week from
And
tomorrow.
people will be getting treatment center sessions. We call them getting therapy sessions, pure wave therapy sessions.
And we will be up there. We're going to bring Paul with us. We're going to bring the ladies if they want. Everybody's going to be invited to try this new technology. And we are going to have some doctors that have some other things and they want to talk to you to see how it works one hand with the other.
And if you want to celebrate Valentine's Day tomorrow at the Addison, don't forget code all caps FemCity for 20% off your Valentine's
25.
Day. 25% off.
You just went up
Within
5%.
FemCity. There you go. Sitting here, you never know.
And if you want to join FemCity, how do they get in touch with you?
www.femcity.com, and you can search Boca Del Rey.
And I highly suggest you reach out, especially if you want, in a business sense, reach out and join them. They're a great organization.
See, it all works out. And if you haven't ordered your Valentine's Day flowers, contact Jermina, Blossom Moments Floral, 561-951-6343. And if she can't get them out today or tomorrow, she'll get them out for you later in the week. Have a great day, everyone. Be kind to each other. We will see you tomorrow. Same time, same place.
And don't be late.
Bye-bye.
Pure Wave. Supercharge your cells. Energize your body with Pure Wave therapy. Internationally patented, Pure Wave technology helps eliminate radiation from modern electronic devices which can cause chronic disease. Pure Wave technology strengthens the immune system and metabolism while activating hormone production. PureWaveNow.com, 561-965-7777. Are you ready for improved cell regeneration, less discomfort, a longer, healthier, vital life? Contact PureWaveNow.com for your consultation. Non-invasive technology promotes relaxation, a better quality of life, and more energy. Call PureWave Now at 561-965-7777. PureWaveNow.com.
The Heart of Delray Gallery, located in the Delray Art Complex, is one of South Florida's top venues for art, culture, music, and private events. The Heart of Delray Gallery is a cutting-edge, 11,000 square foot art exhibition showcasing local artists and artisans with the highest quality of talent and vision, highlighting South Florida's creative arts. Visit us at the Heart of Delray Gallery, 1440 North Federal Highway in Delray Beach. Come, take a tour, book your next private event or fundraiser, or join us for Art Walk the first Friday of every month from 6 to 11 p.m. For more information, give us a call at 561-278-0074.
Well, that's about it for today. Even though the show is over, the Brooklyn Cafe is always open for business. You're invited to join the fun every day. If you missed some of the laughs from today, Dawn and Freddie S. will bring you more goodwill next time. You can follow the cafe on Facebook at the Brooklyn Cafe TV to rewatch every minute of the show. We'll see you next time.